Hello.
Hello, and welcome to Ad Nauseam. We'll eventually remember our podcast. We'll remember our podcast eventually. I got it.
You wanna try again?
Hello, and welcome to Ad Nauseam. Will eventually.
Hi there. Welcome to Ad Nauseam. We'll remember our podcast eventually.
AWROPE
for short. Today we will be talking about something very, very important to the Cosmere, which is Apple TV picked up the entirety of the Cosmere. I guess the entirety. For Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere, there is going to be TV shows, movies, and a bunch of other shit. But before we get into that, we have someone who hasn't been on camera yet for this podcast. Goodval.
This guy.
What's up?
Tell us about yourself.
I'm Goodval Maxon. I fell in love with the Cosmere in 2020. I think when a lot of us had the time to get through these thick books. I started with Mistborn, and I'll be honest, at the end of book 1, I was like, it's a 7 out of 10. I don't get what the hype is. Book 2, I was like, yeah, it's all right. But book 3, I was like, it's like Dark Side of the Moon. It's an album. It's actually so good.
It's so good.
And then I never looked back.
Hey.
That sounds
Dark Side
about
of the Moon reference,
right.
too. Hell yeah.
So in the first episode, Mike and I kind of talked about how we got in the Cosmere. So we definitely wanted to hear how you did as well. And Mike and I started the Cosmere the same month. Well, you restarted.
Yes.
You started, took like 2 years off, and came back. And in May of 23,
Yes.
we both coincidentally restarted the Cosmere.
Wow.
I started with Mistborn. He started with Stormlight. We started the correct way. Starting
I
with
also agree with that.
Yeah.
Stormlight is a wild one to start with.
I always recommend, I'm like, start with Mistborn. If you get to the end of book 3 and you're into it, then you're going to enjoy the rest of it. If you get to the end of book 3 and you're like, not my thing, then yeah.
Then Stormlight's probably too much for you.
Stormlight's going to be a bit much.
Right.
But no, I didn't go Mistborn to Stormlight. I went Mistborn Era 1, Elantris,
Okay.
Warbreaker,
Great.
Era 2, 1 book, Stormlight, 3 books, finished Era 2, and then did all the secret projects
Okay.
between book 4 and 5 of Stormlight. And
So then eventually you went back to book 4, Stormlight, and then Secret Projects, then Rhythm of War.
yeah,
Nice.
it was a little topsy-turvy.
And
but
you still have your last secret project to do, Isles of Emberdark.
yes, I had not been able to get my hands on a copy, but Michael here is graciously letting my grubby hands touch his wonderfully.
Yeah, I won't
wonderfully
even.
sound
I feel
copy.
like if I just look at those leather bounds, they'll get my greasy fucking hand oils all over them. So I haven't even taken a look at how beautiful they are.
I can always try it. I think I can share the Kindle version with you. I think I can
You
share
might
it.
want to.
Okay.
It's beautiful, but I've got grubby
I've
little
got the
hands.
gr-
I've
the
got
grubby
grubby
hands. The
I've got
clamps.
these mitts.
And they're sweaty and they're gross.
I don't want to give you the book, The Clamps.
Give them the clams.
The Clamps. We got one voice and that's it. It's this guy right here.
What you don't know about me, I got the clamps.
Hey, I got the Clamps too, okay,
Is that
Vinny?
like a robot STD? What's going on here?
Are you saying clamps or clams? Because I said clams.
Oh, shit. I said Clamps.
He's doing the clamps from Futurama. Now we just talk
and
like
you're
this
doing the
whole-
Clams in original
Because
character.
clams go like this, or don't they?
They do also do that. You know, if this whole thing is the clam, then
I
clams
don't know if they
that.
do it very hard, but
I think that's how they swim. They expel, like,
Expelliarmus.
yeah. And then Harry Potter comes himself, yeah.
Right.
and that's what I don't want to do to your book. It's very well done.
Right. It will happen if it enters. It's as soon as the bed hits the bedroom, 50-50 shot, whether it's getting shot. You know what I'm saying?
I saw The Cursed Child, and you don't need that on this
Remind
book.
me never to borrow books from Tony.
Crusty. This episode contains spoilers for Mistborn Era 1, Era 2, Mistborn Secret History, Stormlight Era 1, and the Sunlit Man. We know this video is a little bit long, but the first half talks about the adaptation, what we know, what adaptations in the past we've liked and disliked, and then we start talking about our fan castings at around the hour and 10 mark. So, if you just want to hear our funny takes on who should be casted for Vin, Elend, and all the other characters, go to about 110. Adaptations are a little hit or miss, mostly on the side of miss. But we have seen that adaptations can be phenomenal, even with major changes to the source material. Perfect example, Lord of the Rings. There is a lot that was included, But as we know from our good friend Ryan, who is an expert, he happily points out all the things that are missing, but it still worked because the movie can't include Tom Bombadil singing for 35 minutes.
A damn shame.
And honestly, if we all saw, what's her name, Goldilocks? What's the girl that's
Goldberry.
with Goldberry? We'd be too distracted.
Goldilocks and the Tom Bombadil bears.
Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, you know Tom Bombadil and Goldilocks.
It's tale as old as time.
Yeah. So we've seen adaptations work even with major changes in source material. Good and bad examples. So Lord of the Rings, incredible example.
Bad example, Assassin's Creed.
Oh my God, I
It was
forgot about that.
So bad. I was so hyped because I love the Assassin's Creed franchise. 1,
Right.
2, 3, Black Flag, and then I kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was too many liberties taken
Right.
from the source material and the storyline and acting, like the way they gave Michael Fassbender the story and everything was just so poorly directed.
Right.
And I even tried to give it another chance because I was too drunk on a cruise and couldn't stay out. So I was like, you know what? I haven't seen Assassin's Creed. Holy shit, this is terrible.
I feel like
If it's bad when you're drunk, then you know it's not that
yes.
great.
Yeah. I feel like video game adaptations are even more low-hanging fruit than like novel adaptations. So other fantasy works that have had adaptations in the past 10 to 20 years, what are your favorite and least favorite examples?
I mean, I think a good example, it is also technically video game, but it was novel first. Great adaptation, even though it took some liberties, Witcher Season 1.
Mhm.
Season
Yep.
1.
I was literally as soon as you said it, I was like,
Bad
I was thinking The Witcher.
adaptation.
Yes.
Witcher Season 2. Like,
Right. Yeah. Because between Sanders and stuff, and he and I talked about this on the first episode, I read all of The Witcher, sans the two newest, and I made a mistake. One is a sidequel, one is a prequel.
Ah.
The newest book is actually
that's
a
a
prequel.
term, sidequel?
Sidequel. It takes place alongside the first,
Ah.
like, one or two short story collections of The Witcher.
I read so much and have never heard that term. That's awesome. Thank you.
Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know.
No, well, you've leveled me up. I'm going to start using
We're
it.
going to start saying
Because it's not a
sidequel.
prequel. It's not a.
Shakespeare made up so many words we use today. I fully support it. If it's not real, but it makes sense, use it.
Are you a Shakespeare girly?
Yeah, I've read all his works.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to get
Tony
more
is
into.
Shakespeare.
I shake my spear 3 times after I'm done peeing.
Well, now
Anymore,
you're just
you're-
playing with
No,
yourself.
anymore. You're a pervert. Okay, 3's acceptable.
Shake it once, that's fine.
Shake it
Shake
twice.
it twice, that's all right. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself. There's a song about
Yeah,
it.
learn the fucking lyrics.
It's Offspring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
That's the Offspring.
I'm pretty sure that's the Offspring.
Uh,
Shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice.
That's
probably
it. Actually,
copyright.
might be Good Charlotte.
It might be Good Charlotte. I'm not sure. I mixed the two up.
Good Charlotte's
That's
so
on
great.
me.
Where's Great Charlotte?
The anthem by Good Charlotte.
It is Good Charlotte. We'll fix that in post.
Well, I'll make
You've
it so
never
that-
heard Good Charlotte?
Mediocre Charlotte. Am I right? Just kidding. They're fun.
No, that's Charlotte's Web.
No, that's Charlie XCX.
No, that's Timothy Charlemagne.
Timothy Charlemagne is great. Speaking of fan castings, okay.
You know who I think Timothy Chalamet would play a great.
We've got several things to cover before we get to our fan castings.
Oh yeah.
which
Any
is-
other
it is-
adaptations we want to talk about?
So, but The Witcher, I think, is a great example of good and then
and then
bad. And because after I watched The Witcher, then I read The Witcher, and I was like, oh, this is like nearly 1-to-1 plus some Yennefer backstory.
Yep.
So that took liberties that were good.
And then you played The Witcher 3, right?
Nope. Pre-ordered it 9 months before it came out in 2013 or 14, and
Never opened it.
to this day,
to this day, I read all the books before playing The Witcher 3, and I still haven't played it.
Witcher 3 is a great game.
I know.
It has one of not the point, but it has one of the best DLCs ever made, in my
Yes.
opinion.
It's a good DLC.
Is that the blood of something?
All of the DLCs are really
yeah,
good.
the,
You can just
all
play
the
them
DLCs are pretty
There,
solid.
yeah, there's one in specific that I
Yeah.
think won an award
But
over a full
unlike-
game.
But unlike season 2 of The Witcher.
Right.
very unlike.
Exactly. So, have you seen? You mentioned the Dresden Files that you've read
Yes.
them. Have you watched it?
I've seen a trailer and said, absolutely fucking not. It
And
was comically bad.
I've heard that it's one of the worst adaptations made of almost any literature.
I started Dresden Files this year and made it through like book 5. And I was like, oh my God, they made a show about it. Like, I want to check this out. And I just watched like a YouTube, like, is it worth it from, book fans and stuff. And it was like, do not do that. Do not do this.
Nope.
And that's what Wheel of Time too is also got butchered. And just hearing about the changes they made, like in the first 5 minutes of the show, was enough for me to be like, I don't even understand why they'd make that decision, and I haven't watched it. I've heard some of the set designs are cool, but
Now, a good adaptation, in my opinion, is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Yes. Absolutely love that movie so much.
It's approachable if you don't know Dungeons and Dragons, but if you do, it's got a bunch of little Easter eggs.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, that's why that happened. That's what that is.
We saw it in theaters.
Yes.
And at that point, I'd only played in Brian's D&D campaign, which is a homebrew campaign, not Forgotten Realms or anything like that.
Oh, wow.
And it's his own world, very JRPG inspired. He's fucking weeb, just like me.
Love you,
Huge
Brian.
Final
Aren't we all?
Fantasy guy, Tales of Vesperia, all those different various JRPGs. So when I first watched it, I didn't get all those references very much. Obviously, like I know tieflings and things like that.
Yeah.
But then I started doing my own D&D campaign with the starter set and started learning about Emerald Enclave and the Harpers and all this. And now that I'm deep into Storm King's Thunder with my party, which Michael will be joining soon, I watched it again recently because Mary Jane hadn't seen it, and then I noticed so much more. And so I got to experience as barely knowing anything about D&D, and then as someone who is more deeply ingrained. And it was not a completely different experience, but it was even more special.
Another fun, not great or stellar, but good adaptation was Harry Potter.
Yes. You have thoughts?
Harry Potter's all right.
I didn't say great.
As far as adaptations go.
No, I just mean the books and the movies. They're fine.
Yeah, I agree with
She
that.
named the one Asian character Cho Chang.
2 Chinese last name.
Have you seen Star Kids or heard of Star Kids?
I'm
I know
not
Star
familiar.
Kids.
Okay, so Star Kids is a their own what's the
Musical improv.
Thank you. They do musical improv. They're their own company, and they became popular on YouTube because they did a Harry Potter musical
Yes.
and made fun of the Harry Potter series, it's like books or movies with a musical, and it is hysterical.
I'm gonna have to give
Cho
it a watch.
Chang is a country redneck girl.
Awesome.
And Gryffindor and Dumbledore and Harry are the most bro jocks you've ever seen,
100%.
and it's fantastic.
Look,
So if you already don't care for Harry Potter that much, watch that.
I grew up with Harry Potter. It was such a big deal for my family. Like, my mom was all like, "Eso es Satanás," like, and would throw the books away. That's Satan, is what that meant. And she would like get rid of the books and hide them from us. And then my dad would just order new copies because he thought it was a good series for his kids to read and was very imaginative and everything. I grew up loving the books until book 5. And I hated Professor Umbridge so much. For almost 20 years, I never finished the Harry Potter series.
Holy fuck,
It was
that's
only
awesome.
recently that I actually finished it. And I was like, doesn't hit the same when you're in your 30s.
No.
Looking up book to movie adaptations, I didn't realize or didn't recall how many there are. The Godfather is a book adaptation.
What?
Really? They had books
Apparently,
I was waiting for him.
I did not hear your question.
I said they had books then. You see, it's funny
Dude,
because it's not
please
that old.
explain.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain the joke because it's really funny. Okay. All right, let's please move on.
And then we cut to us reacting to the joke.
Another fantasy adaptation that I think was actually pretty well done is The Passion of the Christ.
Right. My favorite adaptation, really great action movie, Schindler's List. Wow. That one, the little pop of red really hits different in theaters.
It's different. 10 Things I Hate About You, Taming of the Shrew adaptation. A lot of people don't know that.
Okay, now you've actually lost me one.
Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. 10 Things I Hate About You, famous 90s movie with Heath Ledger.
Right.
And but no, Taming of the Shrew is about the obstreperous sister and the more, winsome, likes men sister. And so wants to date girl, so he gets rough man to tame rough woman. And that's all 10 Things I Hate About You is. It's a William Shakespeare adaptation, and I fucking love that shit. It makes me so happy. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
Hell yes. And then some other ones I had down for bad. I loved the book Aragon growing up.
Ooh, baby. Ooh. Could you imagine if they made an adaptation of it? Because they didn't.
Yeah, could you imagine?
They did.
Could you imagine? Imagine if they did a live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Or a live action Dragon Ball Z?
Hey, as long as if they did Avatar: The Last Airbender, as long as they get the name right, Ong
And Sokka.
and Sokka.
Yeah. And then I really hope that the boulders move at like half a mile an hour.
Because I
hope it takes
and it
six
takes-
people doing the same movement to make one boulder. And firebenders need a source of fire.
Right.
that's not a boulder. It's a
It's a
rock.
The country.
Every time I say that, that's all I think about is a rock.
Right.
This is being filmed after the start of World War III.
We're the prequel to World War III.
Puts in music.
We're in the prologue of World War III.
It's more of a sidequel.
Okay, here's an example of an adaptation that has a version that's good and a version that's bad. Well, a version that's fun and a version that is pretty good. Dune. Original Dune took a lot of liberties. It was also horribly paced because they try to do a lot of Dune in a very short amount of time. And also Sting was there.
Which is also wild because they broke it up into 2 parts.
the original?
Oh, no, sorry.
He's talking
I
about
think
the
the
That's right.
original.
I
With Sir
forgot.
Patrick Stewart
Excuse me.
in Sting playing. Who was Sting? Was he Phaedrotha? I don't remember.
I think
There was some interesting
it was
casting.
Baron Harkonnen. I can't remember.
Sting as Baron Harkonnen would be hilarious.
No,
and then the
he was
new
Phaedrotha.
adaptation is they've made a couple changes, but for the most part, and I only saw part 1, and I recently reread Dune, and I thought Dune Part 1 was awesome. And so that's I think another solid example of you got to take some liberties, especially with very long works,
Yeah.
to make them work in.
Sting was
Yeah.
Babe Ruth.
No, the 80s Dune was my first exposure to Dune. I watched it as a young lad. My dad had, of course, read Dune, and the movie comes out. He's all pumped to watch it. And I just remember the desert mouse and Moadib, and I just fell in love with that story. I then read Dune very young. It's now one of my favorite books. I have it tattooed on me.
Hell yes.
When the new one came out, I'm no Timothée Chalamet fan. He's fine. I think he's been used quite a bit. But my boy did a great Paul Atreides.
Yeah, I agree. Because Paul, he's not emotionless, and Timothée Chalamet is not emotionless. They just were both stoic, kind of creepy weirdos, and it was perfect.
And like a quarter of the book happens in thought. It's like, I noticed his position and his emotion and his eyes twitch, and like you
Right.
can't do all
And
of
I
that.
pitched my voice to make him jack
Yeah.
me off and disturb the pilot. Yeah,
Actually possible.
those are all things that happen.
But I do
Do
think
you think when he
that
comes, he goes, I am Paul Walladeep Atreides. Ah!
I can see it.
Duke of Arrakis.
Lisan Al Gaib.
And the guy just said, money shot.
Javier Bardem, unfortunately, no matter where he is, has to shout Lisan Al Gaib when Timothée Chalamet. Anyways,
When Timothy Chalamet is all over his face.
call that the Charlemagne.
Timothée Chalamet. Holy shit! Was that before we started recording?
I think it might have been. I
God
don't
damn
know.
it.
I think you had the cameras on. I don't think we
Fuck,
synced
that was
yet.
so funny. So there's been a lot of very good, very bad adaptations. Lord of the Rings versus
Hey,
Hobbit.
It's me, Mario, played by Chris Pratt.
What do you mean? That's gold. Known Italian Chris Pratt is the perfect casting for
With
Mario.
the best voice. Oh my God, Luigi, my brother.
Oh my god.
But we also can't sleep on Detective Pikachu. Just like, it's
Okay.
me, the fucking yellow rat. I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Detective Pikachu. Actually, solid
Actually
movie.
solid. I was surprised at how fun it was.
Yes, it's not amazing by any theme, but as a Pokemon movie, I think it does enough to make you believe that this is a living, breathing Pokemon movie.
I'm just glad we did not have to see Ash getting shocked again as a statue.
Oh, come on, man.
You're bringing up like 20-something-year-old
So
traumas.
close to just shouting Jew. So close.
Don't take that out of
I'm-
context, anyone.
I'm hitting
Prologue
that
to
age.
World
I'm
War
hitting
III.
that age just enough, baby.
Oh,
Elohim Adonai.
Speaking of Schindler's List.
That's the name
Man,
of
this went way darker than this episode's supposed to go.
That's the name of the podcast, right? Elohim Adonai will remember our podcast eventually.
Before we move on to the actual deal that happens, is there any other standout adaptations we can think of? Anyone watch Artemis Fowl? Was that any good?
I did not watch Artemis Fowl because I was worried it would be bad.
There was a Netflix adaptation of Shadow and Bones, which had a good part and a bad part.
Okay.
The good part was the spin-off series that it was based off of, but they played it at the same time, called Six of Crows. Six of Crows is very heist-like, where you have a motley crew coming together, and Shadow and Bone is more of, they have these magical abilities, more raised in nobility kind of stuff to fighting the wars and figuring out
Mistborn
the
Final
powers.
Empire.
Exactly. But the Shadow, the Six of Crows version, wonderfully done, very fun. It was going to get its own spin-off from that, but of course, in traditional Netflix fashion, they canceled all of it.
Wow. Shocking, I
Right?
tell you.
Honestly.
Netflix loves to just get gold and then
But
blow it up.
goddamn, did they give Witcher another shot with a whole new actor?
Liam Hemsworth, everyone's Kirkland's best.
And I'm sure he would
Kirkland's
best. I'm sure he would have been fine if Henry Cavill hadn't been originally casted as the role,
Right.
who was already such a great fit for Geralt.
Right.
He was, I mean, he embodied the character. He was a big fan of the franchise. And he just had that Geralt-y presence.
Right.
His face, the way he grunt. Liam didn't have that.
Mm-mm.
So these adaptations really come down to, do they respect the source material? How well can you adapt that source material? Because even if you have all the writing in mind and things like that, it's got to look good. It's got to sound good. It's got to feel organic.
Yeah, just like Wheel of Time.
Just like Wheel of Time. Yeah, exactly. So there are a lot of factors that can make or break an adaptation. So going into this Cosmere deal with Apple TV, these are the things that we know so far about the deal. Now it is only, I'm just shit out of that. Sorry, everyone. Boop. This was announced I think right at the end of January, maybe very, very early February. But we know that so far there's a Mistborn movie and a Stormlight television series. We also know that Stormlight is being produced by Blue Marble Media. I don't know who that is, but there's already a producer involved for the television show. And
Okay.
we
And he's
know
already started writing.
he's already started writing. And the most important thing that I think we've learned from this is that the level of control that Sanderson has been given for this is unprecedented, to the levels that even George R. R. Martin and J.K. Rowling did not receive for their adaptations. He is writing and signing off on pretty much everything and working on all the screenplay.
You'll love to see it because,
Right.
I mean, obviously, Stormlight is his, like, of all his works, more
Mhm.
his magnum opus.
For sure.
So
Yeah, Magna Carta. It's just Magna Carta.
Magnum Cartum.
Yep.
Magma Cartman.
Like, if this was a music album, this would be The Carter 3 by Timothy Charlemagne.
The build up, the reach, the baby. He got it at the end.
We got there.
We got there.
Always got to play
There was
with these
quite
clams,
the journey
okay?
before that destination, Michael. Let me just tell you. So we've known that there's been talks of potential Mistborn movies. He has been meeting with producers for, I think, the better part of like a decade, maybe.
Mhm.
He's been talking about trying to doing an adaptation of Mistborn for a long time, specifically. And I believe he said that there has been progress made in the past, but it never gives him the control he wants. So he specifically said about this, I've been looking for a partner, not someone just to sell things off to. He explained about his decision to strike a deal with Apple TV. This one feels different. So to him, built different. And he finally got what he wanted. And it's after turning down a lot of potential offers and probably endless meetings to try to get this going. So,
And you know what? Apple TV is a great choice. They've put out some really great quality content.
and they don't cancel shit after fucking half a season like Netflix does, you know?
And they don't just throw money at it, but keep control like Amazon Prime does.
That's a good point.
That's true too. So I guess
So you're saying you think Apple TV was a good home for it?
I think it's a good choice. I think it's a good spot for the amount of control that he's looking for, because Apple TV is not as big as Netflix and Prime. So it wants the original content and it wants a big push to pull more people into their platform, which is why they've produced more quality content, because they're willing to take more risks and be able to give over that control. Netflix, Prime, Hulu, and Disney, they all have established content and they all have very established ways they are pushing out all of that content and the way they produce things and push it out. It's more formulaic. So they're less willing to give control and
And
take
break
on
the
risk.
formula, yeah.
Exactly.
right, it's very safe. It's very almost sanitized at this point. Apple TV getting a big win like this, especially if it ends up being as good as we're all hoping it would be. I think that could be a big boon. And I don't watch a lot of TV and stuff like that. So I can't say that I know of an Apple TV show that is. What are some of the big Apple TV shows?
Severance.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Severance was a knockout. And not only was it a knockout, it kind of came, it hit everybody, and then it took a while to get season 2 out. But everybody was right back for season 2, I feel like, at least in my, personal zeitgeist.
I don't think I really heard much about it until season 2 was coming out. Was it kind of like an agent sleeper, and then season 2 like kind of brought a bunch of people in, or was it just always popular and it somehow went under the radar for me?
It, at least in my personal circles, everybody was like, "Oh my god, this Severance show is kind of wild. It's kind of intense." And then I was getting bunches of memes and stuff about it, but definitely season 2 is where I started to see the like memery and references more ubiquitously. So maybe it did pick up in popularity.
Right, that social media kind of viral craze that was going on.
Probably
with people's
some-
what
probably
others? What are they
some-
called? Your others? What are they? What is your work person called?
Your innie and your outie.
Your innie and your outie.
When you're at the place of employ, it's your innie, and then severed, that's your outie. They have no recollection of it.
I don't know anything specific that happens. I just know the general premise of that. So okay, but Apple TV has turned out solid things.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can adapt a continuation of Godzilla into a TV series that's actually performing well, I think they have a lot. They have a Monarch Legacy of Monsters TV series, which is set in the overall Monsterverse, which is they find their family's connection to the secret organization Monarch after the events of Godzilla from the 2014 movie.
2014 Godzilla. Okay, because that's the America's reboot of Godzilla, right?
I believe so.
Because Godzilla versus King Kong, that's that continuation.
Yep.
Because there's the Japanese continuation
Yep.
and movies, and then there's the American ones, which is also a very interesting deal. And so that's in that.
And on Apple TV. Yeah.
Interesting.
And in that universe.
That's pretty awesome. So Apple TV, I think, it looks like they're starting to make some pretty solid waves. So they should theoretically have a fuck ton of money, and they're probably gonna need it. The last update we have for his progress on some of these things, as of last night when I was getting our fan casting sorted out, he was already at 13%. It was 10 just like later last week, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
And,
crazy.
Yeah, so he's cooking on it, and he has said it will slow down work on other things, but not as much as you'd expect. We talked about this last time. He plans very far ahead. The next like 20 years of content.
My man's
is-
giving out percent updates on a screenplay where he just announced the deal a month ago.
Also, Homeboy
Insane.
never stops writing.
No.
Well, we talked about it. He had bone spur surgery, which caused him to miss 1 week's update. And the next week, he's like, "Oh, sorry, I missed the update last week. I had a bone spur surgery in my shoulder, and I was writing the very next day." Like, all right, bro. Nice flex. I also write during my honeymoon. Okay, apparently that's a rumor. Apparently, the whole like, oh, Warbreaker he wrote during his honeymoon. That's why it's more racy. Is like not necessarily true. He did some work, but he did get to enjoy a lot of his honeymoon. He didn't just
Yeah, he did.
yeah. He did get to enjoy his honeymoon.
My boy had pen in hand. You know what I mean?
He was making art.
Those Mormons go wild.
Yeah.
He was soaking them pages.
I was wondering how long it would take us to make a soaking reference. It was quick.
We made it to the third episode. We finally made a soaking reference. Gross.
Brandon, I know you're watching. We're just teasing. We love you. If
Please
you want to
recon-
soak, I'm down, baby.
Yeah, we got your back.
Remember our podcast eventually, please.
Yeah. Please remember our podcast eventually.
Mud bath.
So, okay. So that's pretty much all the info that I could find that's up to date. With that, what do you think of? I think the first argument, if we're going to focus on just the Mistborn movie here, I think the first question needs to be asked. Animated or live action?
Ooh.
Look, part of me wants it to be animated when you've got things like the League of Legends adaptation.
Yeah, Arcane.
Which, whether or not you like League of Legends, Arcane is just dope.
You don't need to like
look
League.
at.
Mhm.
It's a good series.
It's just a good show.
It's just
Mhm.
good. Into the Spider-Verse, like we've had a lot more
I think we're kind of in a renaissance of animation all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
um
Of non-Disney.
I'm trying to remember what the name of that one was where the girl is a shapeshifter. But there have been just a lot of phenomenal animations. I do think with Mistborn, Alamancy, all of that, maybe you get away with a little bit more animated. But
But
baby, we got money now. Let's go for broke. Let's do live action. Because do I want to see a person hanging off the side of Creedic Shaw seeing a bunch of blue lines? Of course I do.
that would look so sick.
Like,
Yeah, those things I think are going to be very hard to show. I think emotional allomancy is going to be hard to display because if you think of animated Spider-Man versus live action Spider-Man, Spidey senses, right?
yeah.
In the cartoon or in the comics, you get that kind of
The-
cool effect. It's a little immersion breaking if that's live action, unless you're going the Scott Pilgrim route of having those kind of elements.
Yeah,
In live
I
action.
think there's still a way to do it subtly too, of seeing changes in the actors, and it's really the direction that they are given on
Right.
how to show that change. Because the reason why it works so well in Spider-Verse is because it's pulling directly from the comics. The
Right.
comics show it that way, and they're adapting it into an animation that's meant to be like the comic books.
Right.
This is a book where there are no illustrations directly in
Right.
in the books.
We saw Dune can do that pretty well with
Mhm.
the voice, Paul and
Yeah.
Jessica using the voice, or even if you want to take Spider-Man live action, the way they do like kind of really clever like cinematography to kind of show a Spidey sense and like interesting sound design are all other ways that you could do very clear tells that there is maybe emotional allomancy going on or steel pushing. You know what I mean? There's
Mhm.
there's going to be some sort of
I mean, when it comes to steel pushing and pulling, we already know from Star Wars, it doesn't even have to look that good for it to be memorably impactful.
For sure.
you know,
Absolutely.
with force pushes and pulls.
You have Magneto.
Yes,
Great.
that's true.
Yeah, great point.
Mhm.
We have Magneto. I'll never forget X-Men 1, where he's a little boy pulling on the Iron Gate
Oh yeah.
during the Holocaust. And I just remember seeing
Why'd you
him-
look at the camera like that? During Schindler's List,
During-
IRL.
That was why. But yeah, no, I mean, nothing actually happens. He holds his hand out and the gate starts to pull. There's no actual visual of he's pulling
Did you say
magnetism.
nothing actually happens in the Holocaust? Are you denying it right here on Adenasium will remember our podcast eventually?
I'm my father's son. That's a joke.
Episode
We
We
3.
here believe that the Holocaust happened. and it was
Episode 3 is taking a wild journey.
Our credibility is all of a sudden just down the drain.
Cut that part. Cut
Cut that. Hey, me.
We were building up
Cut
with like
that.
When I
with light
stare
jokes
into
and
the-
stuff, and then episode 3, after we get them hooked, Holocaust jokes.
For later, when I stare into the camera and say Holocaust, cut there. Don't do that part.
But I agree to your point. I think
Right.
live action is a really great way to adapt Mistborn. I think the gritty universe, the world that they are in, has been done. Like similar aspects of the way the city is, how dark and grungy everything is. And I think there's a great way to be able to show off some wonderful prosthetics and makeup and costume
For sure.
especially with the Inquisitors. I
Oh,
think
God,
it would
yeah.
be such a great way to do practical effects.
I would
and
kill
have
for
it
good practical
Yes.
Inquisitors. I need it.
because it would look so fucking sick
For sure.
if they could do it all practically in live action. And I think it's a great way to be able to pay it off, especially if you're going to only do movies instead of a long running TV series. I think it's like you might as well, as he said, baby, we got money now. You might as well
Watch your hand. Judo chopping the cable.
you might as well throw some money at it and do a live action adaptation, because I think that can actually pay off
Right.
and really still pay homage to what the book shows and find a great way to pay off all the magic systems and show off how awesome this universe is.
For sure.
Also, I mean, we've come a long way with prosthetic and makeup artists and like what they can get done. Combine that with a little subtle CGI, where they're having just small little like green paint and stuff to be able to go back in and do more like enhancement versus
Right.
full on effect. I think it could just look super cool, especially with my fan casting for someone that eventually becomes an Inquisitor. Are we doing
Ooh.
spoilers? I don't know if we're doing spoilers.
No. This is
Yeah.
this is not a spoiler friendly stream. This is
Okay,
full
all right.
spoilers are fun. We'll avoid Isle Emberdark spoilers, but I don't think we'll get into that while you're
Yeah.
here. So
And then what do you think? Animation or live action?
I would love animation because I love a good animation. It's so hard to do animation. It's hard to make anything. It's hard to make any movie and make it look good. But there's a special place in my heart for things like Arcane, things like Into the Spider-Verse. And I want to see more pushing the envelope of animation without all the crunch that often comes with that, like half the Spider-Verse art team quitting because they were overworked and underpaid during those two movies. That's a Hollywood problem, but I love animation, and I think there was an animation that was made for the Dragonsteel Nexus because they had the World Hopper Ball, which was a giant dance where you got to dress up as either characters from the Cosmere, and then they had actual actors, like SAG-AFTRA actors that were hired as individual roles to be like Vin and Ellen and
Oh,
stuff.
that's awesome.
And there was a animation made for Mistborn for that, and it looks, or maybe it was the Mistborn dice game. I think it was the last Dragonsteel Nexus last year, and the animation was awesome. A little cartoony, but it was really fun, and it had a little bit of like whimsy to it. And again, Mistborn's very dark, gritty,
I thought you were going to say whimsical.
Mistborn is so full of whimsy.
It's like Tress and the Emerald Sea, Mistborn. Which
Tress
one's
and
more
Emerald
whimsy?
Sea
Yeah.
meets Warbreaker.
Yeah, so I love animation, but I do think they could do it justice, especially talking about how, like, talking about X-Men, talking about how other media has portrayed very similar abilities, magic, whatever you want to call it. I think it could work. I'd be happy with either, but I think my ideal would be very well done animation.
But here's my thing. I love animation too. Big anime nerd. Big just any sort of animation nerd. But what style? You know, are we talking the 2000s Clone Wars? Are we talking K-pop Demon Hunters? Are we talking
Avatar:
One
Last
Piece?
Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, like Into the Spider-Verse.
We're
There's
talking
so many.
Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, honestly, like, do we go claymation with it? Kubo and the Two Strings, like,
That would be so sick.
and
James
it's like,
and the Giant Peach.
it's like all of them could be so cool, but I feel like depending on the animation style,
you're not going to
it
make
would
anyone
paint
everyone
it
happy.
differently.
Yeah.
And I do think that as much as I love animation, it's a higher barrier of entry. There's like, it's one thing to turn to your buddy and be like, let's go watch this movie. But I've met so many people where I'm like, we should watch this animated movie. And they're like, I don't know. I don't watch stuff like that. You know, just
Right.
like they shut it down. So
I think Arcane is an example that has broken that because of the buzz around it, got so many people into it. But I do agree that the barrier of entry for animation is a lot more difficult. But it's not always a hard wall.
it's mainly stinky doo-doo people who are like, that's for children and don't appreciate art.
Right.
But anyways, we have you 2-1. So you're wrong?
I literally agreed with you that live action would be awesome and I'd be happy with it, but you know.
Yeah, but that's not your choice. It's not. You didn't say that it was your choice. You said you'd be happy with it.
To play my own devil's advocate, also live action could be filmed in a million different styles too, and that would paint it differently. But
Hey,
I think it
I
should
want
be-
shaky cam from Taken.
No, I think it should be 300 style. That's
Oh,
super over contrast, high saturation.
low key, I would love that.
That would be God.
That would be kind of cool. What is that? What is
Ska!
that cinematography?
Who do you serve?
Zack Snyder.
Oh, is
what
that?
Oh yeah, it was Zack Snyder.
Wasn't it
I think.
Zack
I think
Snyder
so.
that
It
did
looks
300?
because it looks. I don't know why but the DC universe does not. I was huge into Marvel from Phase 1 till whatever Endgame. Nothing
Yep,
in the
Zack
damn
Snyder.
Snyderverse ever gripped me because I just hate how it looks. So style is huge.
I'm glad you mentioned how it looks because that's one thing that I would worry about with Mistborn, especially live action. We've got this ash covered world. It's super gritty, and I feel like you could get that Zack Snyder Justice League. It's all grays and low cool blues.
Everything's neutrals.
It's all
and
neutrals.
saturated.
And I'm like, I would hate that. But then I'm like, okay. Then she gets to the ball, you know? This is the first time she sees color. I'm like, okay, maybe it could be good again. But then I'm like, now she's jumping around the city and it's dark again. And I'm just like,
And then we're going to get to if they do the third movie and literally everything is doom and gloom X-47 because it's
the only
the
colors.
ash mounts are erupting.
Yeah.
You know what? Animation style? Batman. Original animated series. Early 2000s.
Loki would
Oh,
go
oh,
crazy.
90s Batman?
90s Batman.
And Batman Beyond?
Oh,
I love Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis, bro.
All right, just real fast, just because I'm thinking about it. Did you guys get super pumped when Vin was learning how to push pull with like the horseshoes?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's one of my favorite Vin moments.
Like I was driving from Florida to California or California to Florida, I can't remember.
Book 2. Heading back to Luthadel.
And her like learning how to do it and struggling through it and then finally getting it, and me just picturing like anybody watching doesn't see that part. They just see
This like weird, well, it's just like almost
Just
weird, like kind of
bouncing
bobbing,
around,
floating.
yeah.
and I'm like, what would I do if I'm just chilling in the fields? And someone's
if I'm hoeing my ash.
yeah, I'm hoeing my ash. I'm tending my mist wraiths. And
Tending my mistress.
someone
Feeding
just
the bones.
flies by. Because like that's not like a common thing. It's not like there goes another Mistborn. It's like
Especially not out where she was doing that,
Yeah.
which is outside of Luthadel in the outer, like in the other outer dominances.
My man would just show up and go, "Why the fuck are there horseshoes here? Whose horse is this?"
anyways.
What the fuck is a horse?
I just remember
is a horse.
I just remember one getting pumped because I'm like, she's getting it.
She's doing it.
She's
Our girl's doing it.
And that's one thing about Sanderson's books is that very few authors get me just so pumped for the main character to do something.
For
and
sure.
there's always a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, we talked about the difference between Witcher and
Yes.
Sanderson's works. Is tonally they are so different because have you read The Witcher?
I made it through 3 books. I
Okay.
have not finished it.
They're bleak.
They're so
The
bleak.
first couple, because they're short stories, right? They have, because it's not really a continuous story. So you made it through the first 2 books, which are short story anthologies, and then the Blood of Elves is the first novel.
Yep.
Tonal shift is very dark, and it gets worse. It gets darker. It gets everything sucks. Nothing gets better.
I'm pretty sure I started
It's exhausting.
I started Witcher
I love
the,
it.
the
Don't get me wrong.
books in like 2018, like late 2018, early 2019. And then COVID happened, and I was like, I'm not going to keep reading these because it's bleak and the world's bleak.
Yeah.
And I need something else. And then I hit Mistborn, which is also kind of bleak, but there's hope.
But
always
but
hope.
it's fun.
Mhm.
But it's fun. Mistborn is so fucking fun. And that's what I'm excited about. I think because there's so many, like, I think awesome on camera moments that are going to happen. Like, we were talking about the Shauna Lariel fight in our discussion of book 1. And I think it's going to be really challenging for them to make Mistborn fighting look dynamic and interesting. Because honestly, reading Mistborn and getting used to how pushes and pulls work, and it's a little cumbersome to read. I feel like, especially on your first time around, because you're like, and then he pushes this way and then pulls this way, and then we're pushing this way. Like, it's almost monotonous because of the magic system that's used. And I'm wondering how well they're going to be able to adapt those fights.
Style, baby. Because you got that cloak flapping, you've got like hard changes of direction. I think of Ender's Game. You know, the enemy's gate is always down. As long as they can keep the audience perspective good enough to see those like stark moments, movements, and things like that, I think it could come out really cool. But that's the thing that I worry about. My cloak,
Yeah.
if my cloak ain't flapping, baby, if I ain't got all these tendrils that feel like mist, I'm
And
gonna
that
be so sad.
And the moments like that, like a really good animated Mistborn fight, is kind of what I'm thinking of. We think of like sick, awesome anime moments that have that rapid movement, quick direction change that we're used to, that are unhuman, right? They're not something in our normal range of mobility where we're talking about. I mean, we talk about Stormlight, you know, this also, we want to bring Stormlight into this too, right? Gravitation surges, pulling yourself certain directions. It's going to be a similar type of issue they're going to have to overcome, is how well can you show that in live action? So,
And I would say that you can do it because there's plenty of examples showing push and pull. Star Wars Force Awakens, great example right off the gate. Stops the fucking blaster bolt.
oh yeah.
And that was such an amazing intro scene because it happens so early on and it's so different from anything the Star Wars has ever shown.
Yeah, and then
And
they
then
let
the
them
rest of
linger
the movie
there,
got
and then
bad.
And then the rest of the movie was just
for
a
again.
New Hope again.
Yeah, for again.
For again. And then you also have options like a lot of the Marvel movies. Doctor Strange is a great example of showing people flying through the air, changing direction, using magic to constantly interact with the universe. The first Doctor Strange movie literally folds in space and onto itself in a New York City street.
I was literally as soon as you brought up Doctor Strange, I was thinking about all the crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Very mind bending. Like if you can make that work in live action, Inception with all the city and those kind of crazy things, if you can make that look good, you can probably do it. But it has to be like good choreography. It you can only polish your turd so much. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be
you gotta have the person from M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You know, I was expecting a genuine answer, and I was like, The Raid and The Raid 2.
Are you saying Raid 2? Wait, hold on. You're saying that's not a genuine answer? Excuse me, sir.
I don't know. I'm really excited for the coin shots to shoot one coin.
No, we need 10 people to shoot one coin.
A light toss. I really hope the coin shots literally just throw coins. That's.
And when Sazed draws on all the strength, size, and mass that he's been storing for years, he gets like this big. Like just this big.
I hope it just literally changes actor to like a buff actor, like a noticeable change to someone else. All of a sudden, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It just becomes Shaquille O'Neal. Just
and here comes John Cena
as he kills Nick.
You can't see me. I think.
Oh.
Anyways.
Okay. I think we're kind of in a. We got to see what happens. I try not to count my eggs before that I hatch them because I've been burnt by being excited by media way too much. But I will say I'm hopeful. So are you nervous, hopeful, or somewhere in between? Or both? You can be nervous and hopeful because I definitely am.
I want to enjoy the journey before I reach that destination. You know what I mean? And the speculation is so fun. I feel like once we start getting, I feel like the magic's almost going to be lost once we start getting like first look on set, and it's going to be like, that's not who I pictured. That's not how the clothes look. And
that's why I think it's good to temper expectations. Almost any movie or game I play now, I'm like, my expectations are on the floor. So as long as I don't trip, I'm having a good time.
Yeah. And I do think that's something that we lost with like social media and so much connectivity is that movies used to just come out.
Dude, capital C connection. Capital I intent. You made fun of me last time when I did that.
I did.
But movies used to just come out and you just be like, oh my God, that was a great movie. I didn't know anything about 300 before 300 came out. And 300 is not even that good of a movie, but it was dope. I knew nothing about it.
And then you saw Meet the Spartans.
And then I realized what it could have been.
Right. The true, refined, most distilled, best version of that.
But nowadays, movies are coming out and you get behind the scenes, you get the social media posts from like promoting it and everything where it's like, look, it's Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. And look at the surprise thing he did. And it's just like that. I feel like that sometimes steals some of my excitement. But I think you're kind of right. As long as it's like I keep it tempered, I keep it secret, I keep it safe, that it will be, I'll enjoy it either way. Sick reference, bro.
Sick reference.
Dude, I love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So I haven't fully seen like source material come from something that I love so much and have it be fully adapted. Harry Potter was kind of like almost in tandem. So I read the books in elementary school and the movies were like already coming out too. And it wasn't like I read the books all the way through, knew everything about it, and then years later I saw the movies. So there is a difference of like Game of Thrones-esque type situation where you can have wonderful seasons and then down the shit.
You catch up to the source material.
Yes, and you catch up to source material, and then they're like, I don't know what to do about content anymore. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So it's hard to temper expectations, but I am so excited to see such a bright and rich universe be adapted to another type of media.
Right.
And to see something that we love so much and that the community loves so much and that the author continues to love so much get the chance to show it in another way to bring life to the visuals that we've all imagined, I think is going to be amazing. If it doesn't meet complete expectations, I think it's still going to be cool to see and a amazing attempt to adapt. I don't think it's going to be a complete flop. I don't see that happening.
Is it going to be an Assassin's Creed?
No, I don't think it's going to be an Assassin's Creed, especially because of how involved the author is going to be.
Yeah.
And even if it's not perfect, it's still going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think of like things like Firefly. Fantastic one season that still had so much of a following that Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk have their own podcast saying we were once spacemen, talking about Firefly, and they teased one of the actors from Firefly and from Serenity movie spinoff. And people still follow it. My sister Serenity.
Yu-Gi-Oh brain.
My sister. Hey, Yuki.
Hey, yo, Yugs.
Oh my God, I forgot. My sister.
Serenity.
Time Wizard.
But like that only had a season, and it was still great, and people found it later, and they still loved it so much.
Right.
So I think there's a great opportunity to be able to really pay, to have a great payoff for what so many people like, and introduce this to so many more people.
Right. And I think it's non-Cosmere people, because I think Brandon Sanderson fans are going to be pretty happy. Is if you're well familiar with the Mistborn books, and Brandon Sanderson's involved and is going to make it his version of the Mistborn movie, we're probably going to like it. It's whether it's going to be critically well received and get other people in is then the question. Is this a show made for the fans, or is this a show made for the fans and everyone else? Dungeons and Dragons movie is a perfect example. It was made for fans, while it's also just good for anyone who likes nerdy stuff.
Good for anybody, but bang on for somebody who's a fan of the source material.
And I think that would be...
That's what we hope for.
That's what we're hoping for. It is something that everyone can enjoy, and then those who really follow the works can enjoy just that much more. Because again, it's going to be those little things that make us so excited. We talked about like how you can read it straight through and enjoy it and not look into all those small connections and details from all over the Cosmere, but they're there for you. I'm hoping these works are the same way.
Like when Moash got gem spikes in his eyes.
Like when Moash got gem spikes in his
Or you
eyes.
can read it a little gay through, and it's even better.
A little gay through. Perhaps a little bi-curiously through.
Or like me, pan through, baby.
Have you?
That was for you.
You mentioned the Moash thing. We're gonna take a smart little or
Take
a short little segue
side
here.
hop.
Have you read Sunlit Man?
Yeah.
Did anything interesting about those sun hearts and those corrupted sun hearts?
Yeah.
Hemalurgy.
I remember, so a buddy of mine was getting into the Cosmere. He started with Stormlight.
Oh, I think going to say he started with Sunlit Man. I was like, holy shit, bro.
He started with Stormlight, got through Oathbringer, then read Sunlit Man.
What?
Wow.
Did he even make the connection of who Nomad was?
I don't think because I don't think he'd read Dawnbreaker. But I just remember he was like
Dawnshard?
Dawnshard? Not Dawnbreaker? Is it Dawnshard?
Dawnshard is the one about Rissyn and where you learn where
Yeah.
Where she gets the Dawnshard.
Yeah. But he was just like, dude, Sunlit Man's just intense. It never stops. And I was like, what do you think about some of the wider implications? He's like, wider implications?
What do you mean? And you're just like going through, you're like...
And he's like, oh my God, Yuke's my sister Serenity. I forgot.
Like, do you know what Threatening means? Do you know who that is? Do you know who those people are? No. Oh, no? He didn't even read Mistborn?
He hadn't read Mistborn. And honestly, I do think that Warbreaker... That's why I said Dawnbreaker.
Warbreaker.
Warbreaker. Okay. Warbreaker is so important because breaths become the
BTUs.
Yeah.
Or B whatever use.
It's the standard of investiture measurement.
Right.
And I remember him being like, I don't know why they said breaths. And I was just like,
Next, you're gonna say he read the Isles of Emberdark next.
He might have. We haven't talked about Cosmere in a while, but he's the one that got me into Red Rising. Like we just give each other books back and forth.
Got it.
So I make sure we don't say anything. Have you? I can't remember. You read everything but Emberdark?
Everything but Emberdark.
And so you have read Wind and Truth?
Yes.
Okay. That was pretty recent, though. Have you read that since we met?
I think I finished it right before we met.
Okay. Gotcha. Because I could not remember. And definitely the most easily spoilery one there. So
what'd you think about Kaladin's ending there?
Honestly, I like it. We can go into that another time.
We'll go into that another time.
That's another episode.
You got to understand, so few people in my personal life, date. First of all, my partner has not read a single drop of any of it. So she's just been in the car, like we're on a road trip. It's 7 hours. And I'm like, I'm gonna throw one of these Cosmere books on, if you don't mind. And she's like, it's fine. Puts her AirPods in and like does her own thing. And I get it. She's not a fan of long running novels and things like that. Sure. But it's like, I'm literally like crying and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, you don't understand. You're like, Zeth.
It would take me 20 hours to explain.
Zeth, son Villano.
So in the beginning, there's Ananosium. In
the beginning, it was Ananosium.
On Yolen,
there were dragons. And
and I can never talk to her about it. And then one of my best friends, Rachel Rogers, she also likes the Cosmere. She moved away and is a terrible text or phone caller. So I'm just like, I read Wind and Truth. She's like, me too. I'm like, what'd you think? She's like, it was good. And I was like,
you can't leave me with it was good.
And it was 5 days later when she said that.
Oh yeah, she is wonderful person, wonderful, but poor distance communicator.
Right.
You know, and I'm kind of a trash distance communicator too. So I don't mind it, but I was just like, I need more than it was good.
Yeah. You can't talk about Wind and Truth with
I'm sorry. I'm cheating a little bit because Victoria loved the Mistborn books and she loves how many nuggets that Brandon drops into this. So every time she starts reading or getting through Stormlight, she's like, I think this means something. And I'm like, stop. Fucking stop. But I get that payoff of seeing her get through the books and have those realizations and be like, I fucking knew it. Or like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. And I'm so sorry to brag. Not that sorry. It's so fun to live it again through somebody.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I can't. Mary Jane has been, she's so close. I told her not to come out during the last episode and also probably this one because we'll be talking about things and people. She is like, Vin just killed Shan.
Ooh.
And of course the rebellion failed because of the bad attack that killed everyone. She is like 2 chapters away from Kelsey fighting the Inquisitor and then getting killed. She's so close. And I'm like, you know that meme of the person digging in the mines and then it's like this strip of dirt and then it's diamonds. I'm like, this is you. And then there's the guy at the top. He's going, this is me in my reread. I am joyfully barreling towards the diamonds and you're turning away. So I get it.
Man. I do. Part of me wishes I could like Men in Black Neuralizer and reread Mistborn 1, 2, and 3. Because I think it encapsulates what Sanderson does, like his style of like, I'm laying things out. I'm going to explain some things that you're like, why the hell is he explaining this right now? Man, he really keeps mentioning that earring that her mother gave her a lot of times. And
when it was out for a while, she didn't hear Reen's voice because just things were so nice. And she only randomly put it in and heard the voices again towards the end of the books.
Like,
crazy.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it perfectly, I think, encapsulates like, hey, things that you don't think are going to matter. You think it's very, I remember my first time reading Mistborn, I was like, it's very Tolkien. Like, man, we don't have to describe every tree and bush and but nothing gets brought up and mentioned that doesn't eventually mean something.
Right.
or give context to something, or you like the picture that Kelsier gives Vin.
Right.
And it's just like, oh yeah, it's a memento, baby. Sure, great, cool.
We talked about that a lot in the first episode. Is everything is written with a purpose.
Yeah.
Every interlude. I was reading Rhythm. No, I'm on my reread, and I'm on Words of Radiance. And when we first meet Rushu, the Ardent that works with Navani, she's talking about a report about a spren and like changes in observation. That is a random fucking interlude from Way of Kings when they're studying the flame spren and changes in them. When you note the changes because of your perception of them, even that little thing came up in Words of Radiance, and it was a single sentence, and I was like, oh my god, that is a callback to that one interlude that give you some information about how spren are manifestations of our understanding of concepts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Crazy shit.
Ugh.
Okay, so sorry, back to
he can't keep getting away with this.
Oh, he will keep getting away with it. He has so much more to get away with.
Feed me, Daddy Brendan.
Okay, so we
Feed
are...
me, Daddy. I need more.
I think we've said pretty much all we need to say about like our expectations and what we're excited for. Unless we have any last thoughts before getting into what's the most important part of this video, which is our fan casting.
The fan casting.
One last comment I have is if we decide on one thing being live action, all of it probably needs to be live action.
Well,
mixed
now,
media.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I like mixed media.
I think Mistborn Era 1, live action. Warbreaker,
Warbreaker
animated. I think Warbreaker goes so much harder animated because it's
so colorful.
It's
So what do you start doing when you start having those universes cross?
You fucking Roger Rabbit style, fucking live action animated, put them together.
that.
We'll know our world hoppers really easily then.
Wait, that.
Do you think that's Hoyt? It is just Roger Rabbit.
You're like, man, the Zio guy is really animated.
So that actually brings me to something that I was thinking about a lot leading up to this episode. Media takes a long time to record, to put out, from casting, all the setup, actually shooting, and then editing, all that. If we did Mistborn 3 movies, that could take 5-6 years. I mean, if we look at Stranger Things, that took 10 years, and it all the actors grew up. And I think if we're getting into fan casting, who do you cast as Hoyd who would have to remain looking like Hoyd?
Elijah Wood. He doesn't
Elijah
fucking age.
Wood or who played Ant-Man?
Oh, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Ah.
Paul Rudd also doesn't age. I mean, the past few years, he's finally looking like he might be over 30.
Mm-hmm.
But I only ask that because it's like Hoyd is, of all characters, described the most and in the most different voices. Because Sanderson does take on a different voice with different books,
Because he changes.
Yeah. So like
Hoyd, who he needs to be when he needs to do it to serve his.
You know what? Treat him like Doctor Who. Because he does change.
Oh.
He changes physical appearance.
Yeah, sometimes he's literally a coat rack.
Sometimes he's literally.
And by
a coat rack.
sometimes, one time he was a coat rack.
Okay, fan casting. I segued off of this.
Well, we were into.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go through the main cast, the main characters, and we'll maybe get into some supporting characters. We've already been running, I think, pretty long.
Yeah.
So,
it's 2 episodes now, baby.
No. One nice, juicy, long episode for you all. Okay. For Vin, check this out. Ready?
We got. Let's see it.
Guys, I'm really cooking with this. Ready? Jenna Ortega.
Wow. What a take. Why?
Jenna Ortega.
Dude, you're so right, King. Damn.
Do I need a reason? Look, I'm Hollywood's #1 caster. And so all my casting is going to be like fucking chef's kiss, okay? So Jenna Ortega as our lead. Look, if anyone could play a moody little girl, not Jenna Ortega.
Are we going to go character by character?
Character by. So who is your Vin?
So I made sure to have 5 options for each one just because I had a hard time
Ooh.
nailing
Okay.
it down. But my number one pick for Vin, I saw, I was looking at Reddit and stuff and seeing what others in the fan base.
Mhm.
I saw a lot of like Florence Pughs and stuff like that. Are you guys familiar with? I'm gonna do my best to pronounce this. Saoirse Ronan.
No.
Yes, I have heard of.
Saoirse Ronan really made her break with like Lady Bird and things like that. Irish actress. Hence, it's spelled Saoirse,
Yep.
but it's pronounced Saoirse.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But especially like in Lady Bird, she does a phenomenal job with like a lot of emotion just through face, like just in subtle stoic expression and things like that. Saoirse Ronan also, she's just kind of dope as a person from what I've seen.
Hell yeah.
And I could see her going from like the very moody young Vin to a very like strong,
Villette Renew.
yeah, like just
And then
I am not the hero of ages.
two,
but yeah.
I am the hero of ages and I'm going to save the world.
I think.
I'll say my opinions about that one. So I was talking to Victoria about this, and also looked at Reddit and some articles that kind of I don't remember actors' names that well or
For
remember
sure.
who they are, so like it helped to get some ideas, and some of them I liked, some of them I disagreed with, and was like, you know what, I want to go different directions on this. So I have 2 options for Vin. I have Ariana Greenblatt.
Bro, I thought you were going to say Grande and I was about to throw you out of the
I
fucking
also
house.
thought you were about to say Grande, and I was about to be like, brother, that's a wicked bad pick.
Holy fuck. Literally my heart
Mistborn. Mistborn.
Is this a Wicked reference?
Yeah, it's a wicked
Okay, cool.
Or Daphne Keene.
Daphne
Okay,
King?
so I have a serious answer and
yeah.
a meme answer. My serious answer would have been Daphne Keene or Ryan Bailey, who played Vin at the World Hopper Ball. Incredible. But I agree on
Daphne Keene.
Daphne Keene. She's the mini Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
Oh, okay,
Daphne
okay.
Keene goes hard. I don't know who Ariana, not Grande, is.
She is
Ariana Poquito.
she is a very young.
Ariana Menos.
Yeah, she's a very young actor. She played the. Did you ever watch the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
She played the daughter.
Oh,
The high schooler.
okay. I can
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's got the youngness. She has some range because I thought she did pretty decent in that role. And she's done a few different options, like she's done In the Heights, Love and Monsters. She's in the new Now You See Me in 2025. She was in Borderlands. She was a Disney Channel actress. So I think she's got some good roles. And Vin, to me, needs to be played by a young actor.
She's like 17.
That's one place you got me. Saoirse's
she's
in her 30s.
Yeah. And it's hard to have a 30-year-old play a 17-year-old.
They did it all the time. Look at Saved
I
by the
know,
Bell, bro.
And it doesn't look good.
One Tree Hill. Actually, I don't know how old they were, but they looked old.
Okay, so I think these are all pretty decent options. You and I both got Daphne Keene. Okay,
Cool.
Next one I have up, Kelsier. So
Oh, straight to Kelsier, baby.
yeah, we got the 5 main characters, and then we'll get into like the crew. Kelsier, dude, look, I don't miss here. I'm thinking Oscar Isaac is Kelsier. Okay, I'm thinking it's gotta be Duke Leto Atreides as Kelsier.
Goes hard. Good pick.
Gotta be.
Have you considered?
Nope.
I see your Oscar Isaac and I raise you.
Have you considered Charlie Hunnam?
No, who's that?
He's-
I'm gonna be looking up these people
Yeah,
as you
same.
say them.
We're going to have to pull up like
So,
the names on the video.
most famous for Sons of Anarchy.
Ooh. Okay,
you know who I'm talking about? Most famous
yeah,
is Sons of
okay.
Anarchy.
Oh,
Couldn't really get much more after that. That was like, it slapped.
and he's
Yeah.
about the right age. Kelsier's like late
Mhm.
30s.
I could see that.
That
Charlie Hunnam,
yeah.
like, and I feel bad because he's a charming actor. He's a handsome man. He just gets a lot of shit roles, I've noticed,
Yeah.
especially like King Arthur and things like that. But
Mhm.
I see him and I'm like, that could be my Kelsier, you know?
I can see that because it is a big role. Because that's the other thing you got to remember too is like he's not just a one and done.
Yeah.
He does come back.
I'm updating my answer to Jeremy Renner.
Honestly,
No,
No.
don't. No.
honestly though,
Jeremy.
have you seen Jeremy Renner in stuff that wasn't Hawkeye?
No, he got other roles.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner is in this movie that
Jeremy
is-
Renner's the funniest actor. I'm sorry. Not because he's hilarious, but just because Jeremy Renner is funny.
So he was in this movie called Wind River, and it's a bleak freaking movie. Like one of the central points is like an essay, and a woman dies of it, and they're investigating the death. But Jeremy Renner's character in that movie is cold, ruthless, like, and he stops at nothing to like get it done. And
You
so
know
when
what?
you
I
say
could-
Jeremy Renner,
Yeah,
I see
that's
that.
very
I
Kelsier
could
coded.
actually see
Yeah.
that because I'm looking at it again, and then I remember he also did the James Bourne, the Jason Bourne spinoff movie.
Yeah.
And he did a great job
Yeah.
with that.
Like, and in that movie, like he is living on a Native American reservation up in like the cold north of Alaska, I think it is. And
Oh my God, the town.
he's like accepted by the natives, but like very at arm's length because he was married to a native woman. They lost their daughter, and he stops at nothing to try and like find out what happened to this native girl that died. And that Jeremy Renner, I do think could actually be Kelsier. The Jeremy Renner we're all familiar with, no.
All right, then I revert back to
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac. What about you?
Also, I forgot some of the movies he was in, like The Town. Great movie too,
Yeah.
and he did a great job. He was fucking.
He's actually not a bad
Mhm. No,
actor.
he's
he
good.
just Hawkeye's
Hawkeye's
a trash
a
role.
poorly written character.
All right, so for Kelsier, again discussed with Victoria. Looked up some fan castings. James McAvoy. 'Cause
Interesting.
I think he has the range to both be charming because he does charming as Professor Charles Xavier, but to also be menacing and be able to have that flexibility because of Split.
You're absolutely right. No notes like James McAvoy, but he got range.
Mm-hmm. Does have the range.
I could see it.
In
I can see
Split,
it.
when he is being a
Mhm.
personality pretending to be another personality.
Mhm.
Ugh.
So I had two other actual answers. One is Freddie Stroma, who was apparently in Pitch Perfect, and he also was a random keeper in like the sixth Harry Potter movie or fifth
Oh,
Harry Potter
okay.
movie. Because part of Kelsier, like he's got to be kind of smarmy and like kind of like, shit eating grin. He's got to kind of really ooze that charisma, and so like that feels very kind of Kelsier. Blonde, naturally blonde too. And then my other one, Chris Pine.
Chris Pine?
So I had Chris Pine on the list as well as a potential option.
Because of Edgin. Edgin the Bard.
Yes.
Everyone's favorite activity to do to the
Mhm.
resident bard is,
The thing with him, and I saw Victoria's point too, is that he tends to play a very similar character in all of his movies.
That's true.
And that's the
Very
only
typecast.
And it's my only fear of that limitation of him leaning too hard into charming, always funny Kelsier, and not having the range to go
calculated, menacing.
like killing everybody in the opening scene. Chris Pine.
Now, if we're allowed to go posthumously,
Mhm.
Heath Ledger.
Oh,
Heath Ledger would have been great.
Heath Ledger has that freaking adorable little smile that Smarm the Charm.
Mm-hmm.
But we also know he makes a great villain.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
It would have been a good pick.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
baby.
peace.
Rip, bro.
Cool.
So next would be Sazed, and this might be my best pick yet. Ready?
Oh boy.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Actually,
Have you noticed I'm picking every A-list celebrity that we see 500 times?
Giancarlo Esposito, I think, could crush it. He's done a lot of incredible roles, Breaking Bad,
Mhm.
not least of which.
Mm-hmm.
I think
man's
he's just
got
a
a-
little too old. Just a little too old.
I agree.
Because Sazed's a fit boy.
He's a fit
He's
boy.
a fit boy, and he's not. He's
He's not.
older,
Yeah,
but
he's not
much-
super young.
He's probably
but
like
he's
in
not
his
older. Like
40s and
Yeah.
50s by like our standards, and Giancarlo might just be at the edge of what would
Mhm.
I think.
But I do like the pick.
I mean, give him all the jewelry and stuff, and like that's like kind of a half joke, half real pick. I could kind of see it if we're going with only
Mm-hmm.
A-list celebrities that everyone's tired of in the past 3 years.
Dev Patel,
Oh,
Slumdog Millionaire.
I did. Okay, wait, how do you spell that?
DEV.
Oh,
space
Okay, it is.
PATEL. That is one of my picks.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is there?
I think he's too young.
You
That
think he's a
facial
little
hair,
too-
because he's going to be shaved. I think that's going to age him down too much.
You're right.
I think
you're
he's got
right,
too much
you're
of a
right.
baby face.
He does kind of have a little baby face going on.
Dang. I haven't seen him without a beard in forever.
Yeah, I could see it, but I do think maybe a little too young.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I could I think still a great actor.
he's a phenomenal actor, and Sazed is a character who at first seems very one note,
Mm-hmm.
and then over time you start to realize there's a lot. He's like an ogre.
It's got more than one piece.
Shrek has guns.
Dude, Shrek's a pirate. What the fuck are you talking about, King?
My other backup pick, because I had a feeling Dev might be a little young, is I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
I think I
do-
saw this name.
I do like that pick.
He was in Doctor Strange, Martian. He also The Man Who Fell to Earth. He was part of that TV show. Did you watch Doctor Strange?
The first one I did. I did not watch.
He's the one that like
Multiverse.
helps train Doctor Strange, and then at the end he's like,
Oh.
"I'm taking away powers now because bad." He like breaks
Okay.
bad at the end.
I could Breaking Bad. Giancarlo Esposito. Oh, sorry. How do you spell his name? Because I want to get another good look. I'm having trouble picturing him. You know what?
I do like that pick a lot. I think he would be able to capture both
Yes.
the wisdom and stoicness that Sazed brings with a little bit of the levity that he also offers.
I love.
Also,
this
I
pick.
think it's a
I
really
love
solid
this
pick.
pick.
As a British actor who
Mhm.
most of his roles have an American accent, you know, homeboy could hit the accent.
Have you
needed
heard
for
the
Sazed.
audiobook for Michael Kramer's Sazed voice?
Oh yeah,
I love it. It's so comforting. It's and then in the
in Era 2.
on air too, but also when you get the epigraph in Stormlight where he's talking to Hoyd, and it says "I think," and it's just
When
like,
it says, "I think,"
and you just know, and then you hear the voice, you're like, oh,
I think. Oh,
sorry. Yeah, so I think the voice of Sazed is going to be the most important thing to sell him because the way he talks and his mannerisms are going to be really important.
Mhm.
100%.
And I know who you have already because you mentioned this earlier.
Yeah, I picked Mahershala Ali, who was fantastic in Moonlight, but also has played some wonderful characters in Eternals, but also loved him as a villain in Cottonmouth, in oh my god, it was a Netflix Marvel show.
Luke Cage.
Yes, Luke Cage. Thank you. I thought he was a great
Oh.
villain in that too. So I think he has a wonderful range. He has a great look to it. I think he would be able to bring a really good stoicness and be able to pay off a lot of the scenes where he has to be super badass.
For sure. he's my series pick.
Yeah.
So when you said that earlier, I'm like, Michael,
stop.
yeah. Before we started rolling, you guys shared like one or two, and I'm like, guys, we have a whole podcast we're gonna do.
He crushed it in Green Book. If you ever saw that,
No, I didn't see Green Book. I heard
was,
about it.
Mahershala Ali and Viggo Mortensen.
Oh,
And Viggo Mortensen's like this very, I believe it's like New York Italian guy, like, you know, gruff man. And he gets hired
I've
to
seen
be
some
a
clips recently of that.
driver for Mahershala Ali's character that's a gay pianist. Back when it wasn't super accepted to be gay or black. And
or a pianist.
Yeah.
or a pianist. And he just drives him to his gigs, like across some rural country of the US.
Gotcha.
And so I think that he does play that sort of more proper, like more primmed version
Yeah.
very, very well. But to your point with Cottonmouth and things, he also plays the I am now tapping my bracers and I'm going buck wild.
And you're gonna catch these hands.
You about to catch these hands and these mans. You know what I mean?
I forgot to mention that my original pick for Vin was Zendaya.
You put Ellen as Timothy Chalamet.
Okay, well, no, actually, now going into the next character as Ellen, I said Tom Holland.
I had considered Tom Holland, and I was like, no.
I
I considered Tom Holland for a different
Tom
role.
Holland feels too young.
I was initially considering him for Spook.
Okay. I see.
Oh, a little too old now.
Yeah. It didn't go with it.
Awkward weirdo, sure.
Yep. All
Could
right.
he do that voice? Maybe. Okay.
Ellen. Yep.
So absolutely Tom Holland, best pick. I've never missed once. So
You're just hitting straight fire, dude.
I can feel my bank account numbers going up as I'm saying.
What's it like batting 1,000?
Fucking invigorating.
Is that really who you're proffering first?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'll
Well,
tell my
that's just-
serious answer
yeah.
at the end.
We're talking Elland.
Yes.
Nicholas Holt.
Ooh.
I saw this name pop
Yes.
up.
We might know playing Beast in X-Men First Class. He also Warm Bodies. I think that while he is a little bit older, he does have a more youthful appearance. And I think he's got that sort of cunty look to be a nobleman in a very socio-diverse culture,
Yeah.
but also has that like intelligence in his eyes and things, at least in the roles he's played, to then open up and realize, my gosh,
and he does
the
say
ska aren't literally different.
Wow.
And he does say cunt a ton in his show, The Great.
He does say cunt a ton in his show, The Great. Elle Fanning was another pick for me for Vin. And Elle Fanning and Nicholas Holt star alongside each other.
That's awesome.
I love it. Victoria gave me an option that she pictured, and I was like, you know what? He looks exactly how I would picture Ellen, because I think too young, just a little too old. And I've seen him as Lex Luthor, so I can't
True.
get that out of my head now.
Oh, his pick a little too old?
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Maybe about 10 years. Like about... maybe
Your pick, no notes.
Right.
Solid.
No, I know. I wasn't asking,
Batting 1,000.
I was not asking for feedback. I know.
I'm giving, I'm not receiving.
You're
all right.
right.
Also, I'm sorry that I feel like every time you say your pick, I'm like, just a little too old, man.
No, I had a huge
I'm
issue
a
finding an
little-
Ellen
Yes.
because I don't know a lot of younger actors right now. And I was like, let me go to Bridgerton. I'm like, why are all these fucking people 40? I thought they're all
Yes.
supposed to be like 20-year-old hot people
The
or some shit. I
magic
don't
of
know.
makeup, baby.
That's true.
But also, I realized that I'm just a little older because I was like, oh, all of my picks are in their 30s and 40s.
Guys, are
Oh.
we millennials? That's crazy.
My pick was Mason Thames.
Oh.
You're gonna have to help me out here, bub.
Live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
The Black Phone.
I can see it.
Now,
And also animated How to Train Your Dragon 2, apparently.
Oh, he was the voice?
I don't know if he was the voice for the same character.
'cause that'd
but
be
he was in
crazy.
that.
I think it's a good pick. I do think he'd have to put on a little bit of muscle.
Well, because you
A
got to
little bit of
remember,
mass.
too, Ellen in book 3 has a fucking beard. You got to get someone that can look a little bit more gruff because Ellen in the full.
Hey, but back to his point of movies taking a while to film.
They can give
and
him
aging
steroids
up.
and tea.
Hey, all of those kids in Stranger Things, they all got older. He can put on weight. Ellen was not built when we first meet him.
I agree.
In my mind, though, he was like,
No, he's a reader. He reads books.
in my mind,
this
he's
isn't
like,
an Adolin.
he's like a Harvard rowing guy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
he's still athletic.
water
he just
polo
isn't, like,
bitch.
ripped. And
Yeah.
then he gets big and strong when he gets to become.
You think he's like slim and strong?
Yeah.
Hey,
Like-
if Ben Affleck and Robert Pattinson can get beefy for Batman, he can get beefy for a slightly muscular Ellen.
So
That's
your
true.
pick is Ben Affleck.
No, my pick.
Yeah. Hey, say hi to your mother for me, Vin.
Ben Affleck, and then after the time skip a little bit, Matt Damon. It changes. It switches.
It's the same picture. It's just- these are the
Corporate
same
wants you to find the
characters.
difference between these two pictures.
So my pick was Louis Partridge, who was in Enola Holmes with Millie Bobby Brown.
Ooh, Okay.
Because I saw a picture of him with a beard, and I'm like, okay, because I can see it with a beard, a little bit of blonde.
I can
I
see
can
it.
see it.
I
That's
can
a-
see it.
that's a
I
good-
can
that's a
see
good-
it.
That's a good pick.
And
like
so
it.
it took me so long. I think Mary Jane is the end up the one who found it, and then we found like, okay, I think this is actually.
He
a
was in
good-
Paddington 2, which I heard is an absolute banger of a movie.
Oh, I have heard Paddington is actually great.
Yeah.
Wait, Paddington 2 or
Yes,
Paddington
Paddington 2.
as well? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Paddington-
Specifically Paddington 2. Both, I think all of the movies are good.
Paddington the second, banger movie.
Yeah.
Put it on whenever you need to
The
bed
second?
somebody.
Paddington Jr. He doesn't go by the second.
Yeah. Don't put it on when you're trying to bang somebody.
No. Do.
Need some Paddington. Okay.
Hey, what's our next character?
Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. And I'm gonna say, I think it cooked. Okay. Lord Ruler.
Oh God.
Brother, I was back and forth 100 times on Lord Ruler picks.
And you know who it has to be? Henry Cavill.
Interesting that you picked Henry Cavill for Lord Ruler.
Yeah. He's probably read Mistborn.
He probably has.
probably
Probably
has.
has.
I had Henry Cavill somewhere else. I picked Cillian Murphy.
That's
Ooh.
awesome, because Mary Jane and I actually talked about that as a potential.
Mhm.
That's not who my serious pick ended up being, but Cillian Murphy would be. We actually almost talked about him for Kelsier, and I'm like, he's a little too menacing all the time. He does
Yes.
have range though.
Cillian Murphy,
As
Peaky
Lord Ruler.
Blinders.
Yeah, as Lord
Like,
Ruler, I like that's a good choice.
He has that cold charm
Yeah.
to him, where it's like, even when he is trying to be a good man, he's a bad man.
Bro, dress him in all black, give him some long hair with some spears sticking out of him. Holy fuck.
Right?
I love that pick.
That's a good one. I went with Adrian Griffin.
Adrian Griffin. I
He
need
played-
some help here.
The love interest or the main antagonist of the Invisible Man. So he is somebody that is probably more classically attractive, but has a very dark look to him.
This
He
is
might be
who
a
I
little on
looked
the
up.
younger side.
The
Yep, I know. I looked it up too,
looked
and
up
I was
the
like,
basketball coach.
try Adrian Griffin, the Invisible Man, not the basketball coach.
That's really funny. Oh, okay. I have seen this person.
Actually, yeah, no.
I can see it. Ooh.
Because
like that.
because he does stay relatively youthful, but I think Cillian Murphy can't words hard. Can be aged down really easily
Yeah.
to have that contrast because he's
Right.
older. So I think it's very easy to sell the different versions that get displayed of Lord Ruler.
And okay, similar to that, for my actual pick, I had Lee Pace, who played Thranduil in The Hobbit.
Ooh,
Because when you see him now, like, candidly, usually has a beard, a little scruffy, looks a little older. But as Thranduil, painting the hair black, give him some black robes, I'm like, that
Now
could be
we're
a
I
good
getting-
didn't
little-
think about
Yeah,
that.
Mary Jane pointed that
Ooh.
out, and I was like, ooh, I really like
That's
that.
I like these
Now-
choices. These are solid picks here. I
Now-
really like these.
Brandon Sanderson, if you would like to
Par-
hire us.
part of me couldn't help when I was reading the books to picture Lord Ruler as older
Same.
and a backup pick if we don't mind him looking a little older, just to kind of have that separation from Vin. Mads Mikkelsen.
Ooh,
I like
Now,
that.
he's an older man, but I think he gets cast as villains all the time,
Yeah.
but he's got that presence.
I
to him.
love Mads too. I think that could definitely work. A little, maybe a hair of de-aging on him. So, because he's starting to get that like
He is starting.
that distinguished gentleman look that I
and
fucking
I think he
love
would have
for
to
him.
slim down and get a little beefy.
Oh yeah,
Because I don't think he's that muscly.
he'd have to put on some strong.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know that Lord Ruler is really described as being super bulky. He is strong just because of his powers, but I don't think he's really described because even as an older man, when Vin finds him in his that room and he's all old and shit, he's I think pretty thin.
So I did picture when reading the Lord Ruler not very Zeusian, but very Poseidon-y. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I agree.
Yeah, looking
big
at some of, like
boy?
the animation, like the fan art and stuff too, he looks like he looks very young, but he's still like decent shape.
he's
Not
got
crazy.
he's got some chunk strong to him,
I could see that.
and because I mean,
I'd agree.
he's feeding a lot of it through the combination, right?
Right. Yeah, he's feeding into the bands.
And the bands are feeding, yeah,
And so when
it's
he
that
shows up, he wants to
feedback loop.
look like strong.
Yeah. And like what we know from Says It is that when you tap the bands, you do gain the mass,
Oh, right.
right? So to me, he's like in that constant feedback loop of like, I'm feeding the bands are feeding me, blah, 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 back and forth. So I do see him as like, I'm peak fitness.
When he's showing up. Yeah, because that's true. Because especially in Well of Ascension, when they're defending the Siege of Luthadel against the Koloss, when Says it's like, okay, this strength that I have been storing up for literal fucking years in my metal binds, he is described as literally growing in size and also getting so like bulky,
yeah.
clothes nearly fucking bursting off of him like anime
Hulk-
style.
Very
smash.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, very Hulk smash.
So I do picture the Lord Ruler not like to that, for lack of a better expression, like Broly level, but
Right.
like very much I am the Super Saiyan, like I have pumped up a bit.
Right.
Um,
I like that. Okay, so that's most of the main cast that I can think of.
can I hit y'all with a curveball?
Oh.
For Lord Ruler?
Not for Lord
Oh.
Ruler, for the next casting.
Oh.
And you might have to do this on the fly here. Who would voice act Tensoon?
Oh,
Ooh.
Andy Serkis. He can do anything. Okay, actually, to voice act Tensoon. So, because I have a very specific voice in my head for Tensoon because of Michael Kramer. I kind of would just want Michael Kramer to come play Tensoon's voice.
While I would love that, I would. Might I pitch Matthew Mercer?
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do I gotcha?
Uh-huh.
Do I
That would
gotcha?
be pretty good. Now here's another curveball. What if it was Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
What can I say except I hate you?
Except I'm 10 soon.
I hate it. Thank you. Fucking horrible.
Can you smell what the Tensoon has cooking?
Okay, so Matthew Mercer, absolutely.
I think I broke your ball.
Fuck, it's horrible.
I'm 10 soon.
What a weird spoiler warning.
I hope he doesn't change his voice at all. It's
No,
just The Rock talking.
It's just gonna be him and Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's gonna be the original Ursa.
Like, yeah,
his voice is gonna change.
He's gonna be like, yeah, getting the fur right is the most difficult part, and it's just like, is that just The Rock talking?
What you gotta
Is that
understand is it's very important that I bring my iron jungle with me whenever I go. When I'm consuming the bones, I also need to be consuming the iron.
His true body is literally just dumbbells.
Oh my god, you push metal? You goddamn right I do.
I push metal on push day. I pull metal on pull day, baby. Oh, fuck. Duralumin.
All right, here we go. Kevin Hart, original Ursa. And then and you know they would do it.
Fuck. I hate it.
It's so funny. Oh, Mike, I thought I was batting 1,000. I gotta hand the casting crown over to you, buddy.
Retroactively, every pick
thank
you've
you,
done
sir.
is now the pick because that's the pick.
Okay, crew.
All right, crew. Yeah.
You may have seen this, and as soon as I saw this,
There's
casting,
nobody else. It has to be this person.
Matt Berry is Breeze.
Matt Berry is Breeze.
Matt Berry is Breeze is undeniable.
There is nobody else.
No, it
I
absolutely
had considered it, and then I saw somebody said Matthew Berry, and I was like, no.
Because I
That's it.
pictured him in my head, and then I went to the fan castings, and that was the very first thing I saw, and I was like, oh my fucking God.
I have two other picks if Matt Berry were to go infirm and not be able to do it.
Uh-huh.
One, Stanley Tucci. Because I love the Tooch.
Okay.
The Tooch has the fucking charm. And to see the Tooch drinking some wine. Oh, Stanley Tucci.
He's got to, so
He's
Breeze is a little portly.
He's got to put on a little bit of weight.
They gotta get a little weight on him. I think that's part of what.
Can he say in New York City?
And Greenock Shaw.
Oh,
Now,
fuck. That's so good.
and to your point, yes, he's got to put on a little bit of weight. That's why
But I
my
can see it.
other backup pick, Paul Giamatti.
Whoa!
Right?
I was gonna do a
Right?
joke for this. A joke one would be Danny DeVito as Breeze. Not actually the worst casting I could think of.
Have you seen him lately? He's so old.
Hey,
Okay, just imagine in part 3. No, part 2
Danny
with,
DeVito's dead.
with Orianne. No, Breeze lives all the way to the end.
I was saying the actor Danny DeVito is dead, so we have
No,
to
no, no,
because
no,
by
no.
the time we
He's
get
gonna
to
live
part 3,
forever.
They're doing the hologram
I
shit.
love Danny DeVito. Let me just say that.
Just imagine Margot Robbie as Orianne, obsessed with Breeze, who's played by Danny DeVito.
I don't know what to do. Can I offer you an egg in these troubling times in Luthadel?
Can I offer you some 18 of these drinks?
He gets Vin to grab him a hard-boiled egg, and Vin grabs it for him before she even realizes that she's grabbing it for
Right.
him. You know what I mean?
Because you just really want to do stuff for poor old Danny DeVito. God, I got a bum leg.
Man, the Venn diagram between It's Always Sunny and and Cosmere is like
It's starting to really encroach into a circle here.
All right, next.
So then Charlie Day is Kelsier is what we're thinking. Okay. Ham. Ham, he's the thug. He's the big brute guy. Loves philosophy.
I know. Who you
This
picked.
is partial joke, but also I'd kind of be interested in this. Jason Momoa.
Interesting. So you picture him as like
Interesting.
ripped,
he's a pewter burner. He's a thug.
but
Absolutely.
interesting. I never pictured him as like
He's always got teared off sleeves. Absolutely.
no, but I didn't picture him as like shredded ripped. I
Really?
pictured
Okay.
him as like husky, strong arm.
Yep.
But
Okay.
like very barrel chested. I always pictured him as like very, for our Full Metal Alchemist fans, not Armstrong, but the teacher's husband.
Oh yeah. Yep. He's the butcher.
The
Oh, okay.
one that
Ooh, it's been a while. I kind of
Been a
had
while.
a flash.
FMA teacher's husband, I think honestly might go further.
Oh, this guy.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I pictured him as strong, but like husky.
Mhm.
I could see it. See, I give Breeze more of that. Breeze's not strong build. I just picture him as a little thicker.
Mhm.
I
Alright.
could see
Not
it.
not Breeze, Ham.
Who you got? Oh, Hammond.
I don't know. I was saying I picture Breeze as a little thicker, but not as strong though. So I see what you're saying. I could see that.
And that plays into my pick because my pick is David Harbour.
Oh, okay. I
Known
like that.
known
Known
best-
stranger man.
known for Stranger Things, but also beefed up for his little run at Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Mhm.
And I think if we meet a happy medium where he's still a little husky, for my mind.
So a mix between Hopper and
Yeah, a mix
And-
between
and-
Hopper and Hellboy.
the Russian Captain America.
Yeah, the red.
Red. Is his name Red Tide? Red Cape?
The red Captain America.
The Red Captain America.
Captain Rasharka.
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian. It was red. I knew it.
It definitely was red.
Yeah, but for me, David Harbour 100% is what I was picturing for Hammond. He was not like, I'm shredded.
Right.
He was like, I am strong.
I like
Mhm.
that.
I went.
Hafthor Bjornsson.
Yeah.
The mountain. Way too big. Way too
Yay,
huge.
way too big.
Way too big, but like very much, he's not like, I've got six pack. I've got strength.
Yeah, I'm like one of the strongest men in the world, but he's very tubular in the chest because he's just all big muscle.
Tom Hardy.
Ooh.
That's an amazing
good.
pick.
That's good.
That is, he's
has-
got the strength.
He's got the strength. He's done so many different roles of being charming, like Inception, or menacing, like the Peaky Blinders, or the last Mafia movie that he did, or I think it was a series where he was playing, I think, two different roles.
He was the twins.
And then Bane, so we know he can bulk up, not be crazy ripped, and not be insanely bulky like Bane really should have been, but still can beef up. And still be
Tom
pretty
Hardy
menacing.
is a great pick. Not only that, I do think that Tom Hardy's got that like depth of character
Mhm.
because he's played
Mhm.
such
He's played so many,
deep characters.
and he's played so many random roles.
Did you ever watch Taboo?
No.
Ooh, Taboo's a little mini series. I think it's 4 or 6 episodes. But basically, Tom Hardy's character was a ship guy during like East India Trading Company
Mhm.
and everything, and his ship gets contracted to transport slaves, and basically he completely breaks with like established society, comes back to where he's from as this like nobleman, as this crazy like this guy eats people, and he starts tearing shit down. You should watch it; it's amazing.
Mhm.
But Tom Hardy's character, fantastic in that, and I do think has that like weight that Ham brings to the crew.
So a pick in the same vein, if I were to think of another character that reminds me a lot of Tom Hardy. I almost said Ed Hardy, which is a horrible clothing line. Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles.
Because I love what I like about Ham is he's got the air of whimsy about him because he always is happy to talk philosophy.
Ooh,
Supernatural. Yep.
yeah.
And The Boys, he played what's his face?
Ooh.
I was like
Oh, he played the soldier in The Boys.
Yes, the soldier.
The soldier, yeah.
Is it
like the
Soldier Boy? There we go.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
to
it
be
is.
confused with Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
I know they look so similar.
Ooh, Gee, I forgot about Serenity.
Call back.
I'm embarrassed about that one. Remember that.
I won't remove it.
No, yeah, that's for the audience.
That's a little treat for you. So yeah, I think Jensen Ackles. I was gonna put him as maybe a Kelsier. I just don't know that he can do the serious side of Kelsier. I have trouble seeing him outside of Supernatural in the 11 seasons of the 15 seasons I watched of that. So I'm so used to Sam and Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, and just him yelling that all the time.
Sammy.
Sammy. I love you, Misha Collins.
Boy.
Boy.
Why didn't Misha Collins and him just kiss?
Me.
Kelsey, I almost said as Kelsey.
Him and Misha Collins kiss. Me.
All right, next.
Okay, so then we have Doxson. So Doxson, right? He's the guy that gets everything done. He's kind of the bookworm guy. For me, I think Glenn Powell would be a good Doxson.
I had Glenn Powell as one of my 5. I did.
For Doxson?
Yeah, for Doxson.
He just looks like the man you can call on to get shit done. Specifically, I don't know what it is. I fell in love with Glenn Powell with the Twisters movie.
Yeah.
Because his character's so fucking stupid for that, and I love it so much. But he just has, I don't know, that air about him I love. Throw on some glasses, give him a ledger. He looks the part.
Now, you all might not agree with this. This is where I put Oscar Isaac.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I put Oscar Isaac because you throw some glasses on him,
Absolutely.
and I'm trying to fuck a dachshund.
Absolutely.
The character, not
Not
the
the
dog.
dog.
Not the
Not
dog.
the
Not the dog.
Whoa.
Glad we all knew that I meant not the dog.
Yeah.
And
Exclusively
now I'm
not
disappointed.
But yeah, that's where I put Oscar Isaac
Love
because I think he has that like even in Dune, the dad,
Duke Leto.
Duke Leto knew things that Paul didn't know, and Dachshund is that like I know shit that's going on.
For sure.
So that was my Oscar Isaac pick.
So I did get this, I think, from one of the fan castings, but I did like the choice because I like the actor, and I think I would like to see him step into some other roles like this. Ewan McGregor.
Ooh.
Okay, I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I just love Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Anything he's in is just made better. But he would make a great.
I think,
Dachshund.
yeah.
I love that. Man, we got some good picks here. Okay. I'm back to my top tier casting. Ready? Okay. So we're on a spook. Ready?
Oh boy.
And literally every time I picture spook, I just think of James from James and the Giant Peach.
Just claymation.
Just claymation. Everything else live action, and we have claymation.
It's just this gangly weird boy. He just in my head, he's just James from James and the Giant Peach. And that's my piece. I will not be taking questions. You may say who you would like to be spook.
Did either of you watch Saltburn?
No,
I've
never even heard
Victoria
of that.
watched it, but I've heard of it.
Saltburn is about a boy, a guy, college age, who is in this like very rich university and falls in with the wealthy elite and starts partying with them.
Is your pitch Jacob Elordi?
So I actually was torn between Jacob Elordi and Barry Keoghan. Pronunciation, my best. Those are the two mains, right? Barry Keoghan's the main actor. He has played in a bunch of other things. One of my favorites is Banshees of Inisherin, where he is a more, for lack of a better term, simple-minded member of the island. But to me, even though he's a little bit older, he does play that like sort of youthful naivety
For sure.
very well. And I do think that at least younger Barry Keoghan could do it well. Jacob Elordi's too hot, but I do think that he could do it well as.
Is Jacob Elordi too hot?
They
both have too strong a jaw for Spook. I think Spook grows into it, but so you got to remember at this point in Mistborn 1, Spook is younger than Vin by about a year or two.
Oh no, you're right.
He's
about
15, 16.
He's got to be a boy.
He's
Tom Holland.
Boy. Tom Holland.
So
Tom Holland.
Had considered Tom Holland for this, but again, my wife coming in clutch with some picks because she knows actors.
My wife.
I think it's Ian Armitage, who plays young Sheldon.
Yeah, okay, I see it. I did see that as a potential option too, and that's something I thought about.
He's gotten older. He's 17 now, and he's gotten older, and he's really grown into. It was like because young Sheldon's been on for a little while now.
Yeah,
and
he was like 10 when it started.
Yeah, exactly. So he's grown up, but he's still very young,
right?
And
he doesn't have the chubby cheeks anymore.
Yeah,
but he's still like youthful exuberance.
He's got to be a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Until we get to Aerith, until book 3 Spook, where he's like fucking just Tim flaring all the time.
He's just Daredevil.
Oh god, I love Spook.
Blindfolded Daredevil, bro.
I can't believe young Sheldon is Lord Mistborn.
You didn't think you'd get young Sheldon in this?
Still one of my favorite absolute, like when you think of the beginning of Mistborn to the end, and you're like,
Bazinga.
Boy literally became Boyzinga.
I'm sorry. I don't even watch those shows.
It's the epilogue, and everybody's coming to spook with the book. And he's like, "What's it say?" Bazinga.
Next is clubs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a series pick and a series pick that's really funny. That I think would still
Also
work.
Hell yeah, hell
same.
yeah.
Willem Dafoe.
Ooh.
Is that your serious or your serious funny?
Serious.
That's a
I think that's a good serious pick
I
because
like
Clubs is
Willem
an
Dafoe.
old
Yes.
veteran
Yes, he is.
who he's got kind of add some scarring to Willem
Mhm.
Dafoe's face, which is already he's a very unique looking individual, and add in a little bruising, a little scarring, and maybe some like
I
your
do
bone,
like-
your nose didn't set right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Willem
god,
Dafoe, I do
Clubs.
like that.
My second pick,
Oh boy.
because I saw this and now I cannot get it out of my head. Did you all watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah, a bit.
Okay, Jonathan Banks, aka Mike Ehrmantraut, Walter.
Oh wait, no.
Honest?
I
Yes.
well, that's a serious pick. That's a serious pick.
It's just funny because that character is so fucking memeified for me because
Yeah.
of Reddit and Kid Named Finger.
Dude, but he already he's also an interesting looking person already.
Yes. And like
Like-
he's got that kind of like face shape that I'm like, I picture for Breeze, who's described as very almost mangled looking.
I like that pick a lot.
But have you also watched Community, where he shows up in the later seasons as this grizzled,
Yeah.
old, tired
Yep.
teacher?
Yep.
I honestly kind of love it.
I do like
Yep.
that pick a lot.
This like grumbly old man.
Mm-hmm.
I love Clubs.
That's a good one. What you got?
So I also have a serious pick and a joke pick, and I'll let you guys decide which one is which. First up, Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
I also have Jeff Bridges
You have
written
Jeff
down
Bridges?
here.
Okay,
Because I
okay.
was trying to think. I was
Okay.
like, old but gritty, and he's done like he did True Grit. He's done like
yeah.
I could see it.
The dude.
The dude, the Big Lebowski. I was trying to describe to Victoria who Jeff Bridges was, and I was like, he's the dude. And she's like, it just sounds like you're just talking about a random person.
And if we don't forget Tron, the 1st
Mhm.
one,
Which I
it's
love.
biodigital jazz, man. But
Slightly younger, Strathventure.
actually, yeah.
Ooh.
Jeff Bridges, like,
yeah.
Because Jeff Bridges
20
has
years
played
ago?
intimidating. He's done
Yeah.
it before.
oh my gosh, whoever plays Strath has to be.
It's got to be Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken also 20 years ago, though. Like,
yeah, because Jeff Bridges is 76 years old now, which is crazy because he does not look 76, and that'd just be a little old because
Ellen, my son.
my son. So
wow, you betrayed me.
Strath being
a skull woman. I can't believe this.
yeah, I killed her. I'm sorry.
My other pick,
Mm-hmm.
Nick Offerman.
Ooh,
Ooh.
interesting.
You know, it just has to be
Now,
him from Parks and Rec. just
But
him as that
here's the
character.
thing. What is Clubs' profession?
He's a carpenter.
He's a carpenter.
He's a carpenter.
What is Nick Offerman in real life? A carpenter. He's
Yeah.
a woodworker.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got fantastic range.
He's got great range, and to
Yeah.
me, he's got that like, especially he's a little bit older now.
Mhm.
He's got that like
He's
sort
got-
of grizzled man,
Yep.
like, but like sort of that more hardy man
Mhm.
of like I'm salt of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
which to me is what Clubs was. So Nick Offerman is actually my serious pick.
I do like it.
So okay, and I want before I forget because this is really important. Sanderson said if he could write Mistborn again, he would include at least one or two. He'd basically like gender swap 2 crew members because in hindsight he doesn't like how it sits to have a
All
bunch of
male.
grown ass men and
Yeah.
like a 17-year-old girl. He actually says that if he could write it again, he would write a couple women into the
Mhm.
crew instead.
Ooh.
So, who do you think would fit that role well? And what character do you think could be gender bent? Well, and who could play it?
Kelsier.
Ooh.
Kelsier would be really fun.
Kelsier.
Hammond.
Okay.
I would love to see a female badass Hammond that's the thug.
Brienne of Tarth.
Mhm.
Brianna Tarth, yes. Okay. Her and D&D movie The Bard.
Yes.
Or the Barbarian.
Yeah, the Barbarian.
I love her so
yes,
much.
she's great.
Or Karlach.
Or
Ooh.
actual Karlach.
Just, yeah.
The character Karlach.
The character Karlach.
Yes.
We just have a tiefling. just
Don't mind her. She's red.
She's red and her heart is literally an infernal engine, but don't mind.
And because she's shown that she can play that serious, strong character, but has
Karlach?
that Karlach, yeah.
Michelle
Karlach-
Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez can play that silly, whimsical that we saw in Sea of Thieves. What is it? No, what?
Honor Among Thieves.
Honor Among Thieves. And I think that is a very good character to swap. And I also could see Brienne Tarth's actress. Oh my god, I'm slipping on the name. And I loved her in Wednesday, and she loved herself in Wednesday. Have you ever read her talking about her getting casted in? Gwendolyn Christie. There it is. We got there.
We got there, baby.
She talked about how she's very typecasted. And she's always played the
she was great.
Tarth.
She was great in Wednesday.
She says that is the first time in a role she ever truly felt beautiful. Ever. And I'm like, and she was gorgeous.
Oh, we should make her Marsh.
And the wind has been put right out of the sails.
I'm sorry.
We had our first awesome, touching, sweet moment. And you're like, that's so great. Make her the fucked up veteran.
Who gets tatted and gets spikes?
Fuck. Make her an inquisitor. Is that what you said?
Make her Marsh so you can become the Inquisitor.
Oh.
Sorry. Who else? Who else? What are your thoughts, Goodfall? We're having a nice time here.
We have one more character to get through too. Any other gender swaps?
Wait, we have Marsh himself.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was
we
saying.
do have Marsh himself.
Okay.
Played by Gwendolyn Christie.
Okay. Let's do our last character.
Okay.
Do our last character.
And then we'll get to our last gender bit character, whoever that might be. For Marsh, Robert Pattinson.
I fucking have Robert Pattinson.
Yeah!
I absolutely have Robert Pattinson there.
Because I was like, okay, if we had a Chris Pine looking guy, his brother would have to be kind of similar.
And that's exactly what I was talking about with Victoria.
Because they look similar, but I think Marsh looks a little more hardened, like a little hardy, a little rough, a little more rough and ready. And we've seen Marsh, we've seen Robert Pattinson like in The Lighthouse, him looking haggard and a little worse for wear.
Mickey 17.
Yes, I love Mickey 17.
Batman.
Yes.
Like, he could absolutely kill that role.
Yeah. I love Robert Pattinson's March. I'm glad we connected on that. What about you? Who do you
I don't
have?
even know if that's your joke pick, but I love the pick.
I didn't. That was my normal. I only had a pick, and that was Robert
Might I
Pattinson.
offer Joel Edgerton?
Joel Edgerton. Isn't that time show, that old timey show?
Oh, you mean Bridgerton? Joel,
Period piece. That's the term I was looking for. I like it. I like it.
Joel Edgerton.
I like it.
Is in one of my little favy MMA movies, The Warrior.
Oh,
with Tom Hardy. He's got that older look that I do picture. He's got that, like, I am a good boy until I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing my best. I was trying my hardest, and things turned for me. That's a genuine serious pick for me, Joel Edgerton.
I like it. I like it a lot. A similar. I don't know why I looked at him and I thought of Edward Norton, and I was like, I think might be just at this point a little too old though.
I think he's a little too old.
Like when he played Bruce Banner, that age as like Marsh, I could see, but at that point that was 2007.
You know who I'm glad nobody said? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Never even crossed my mind.
No.
Thank God.
Because you know what? He cares about Vin, and Vin's under 25.
Yep.
Cast
never
as Kelsier.
He's never being Kelsier. No, absolutely not.
Now, another pick I
Now Strap Venture.
It's accurate. It's true. He is Stradventure.
Brandon, I know you're watching. Reach out to Leo.
Or just don't work with him. That's fine too.
Here's another
Yeah, what you got,
genuine pick. Genuine pick. Adam Driver
Ooh.
As Marsh?
as Marsh.
Ooh,
I like it.
I do like that.
It's
That's a
like
good
the
one.
perfect age.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because
like
Joel
it. I
Edgerton's
like
a little bit older.
A little bit
on the
older.
edge there. Which again, I realize a lot of my actor picks are a little bit older. But Adam Driver, because Marsh to me did have a presence,
for sure.
and a physicality. And if there's one thing Driver showed us when he was Kylo Ren is that he did beef up for the
Mhm.
role, and he had that presence.
And he's got range. He's done other movies that have been great after that.
Yeah, and I mean from his time in the TV show Girls, if you're not familiar, it was Sex in the City for millennials like 10 years ago. But Adam Driver has a playfulness to him. He has a seriousness to him, and I think he does have that.
Yeah.
I
can
no
see it.
longer have eyes to him.
Man, he would have looked pretty sick with two spikes through his
Mhm.
face.
He would.
Right?
It would look pretty sick.
I feel like both of these picks, all these picks, they would be so stoked to be playing a character that like has that kind of crazy ass
For sure.
prosthetic.
Also,
Oh,
how sick? How not sick? How sickened were you when you found out what happened to our sweet boy, where he gets to become an inquisitor?
Ooh,
oh man,
I was yeah, good.
it's pretty devastating because I think the first time we see him, I think when we first see him as it's in the Lord Ruler's like
Mhm.
throne room when he shows
I believe
up.
so. Yeah.
We just covered this. You think I'd remember, and I literally just reread it a couple months ago. But it being like, oh fuck, that's a Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And it's like the biggest betrayal because it feels like, oh fuck, we're absolutely fucked.
And then we have that moment of like,
Mhm.
oh my god, he tries to help her and things like
Yeah.
that. And that's gonna be ooh. And then I love Marsh because the deterioration and the takeover of Ruin, as especially after Well of Ascension when Ruin is free.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think Adam Driver can also play the menacing Inquisitor very well. Book
Mhm.
3 Marsh
Oh,
is
yeah.
is terrifying. I love that. What were you gonna say on that?
No, I already spoke to the like that moment of like, oh shit, like the floor dropped, betrayal. We thought
Right.
Marsh was dead, but really he was converted into one of the bad guys.
Yeah, it's worse.
It's worse.
It's kind of that.
And then
So-
he just becomes a Grim Reaper.
Oh, and it's a similar loss that you kind of feel in Wind and Truth with with Gav, little baby Gav. And where he's like, oh, he's lost, he's gone. And it's like, nope, he is now the bad guy right now. It's Wind and Truth spoilers.
The way you
I
were
spoiler tag everything at the beginning so we know what we're talking about.
Spoiler,
Yeah.
baby.
the way you were saying it made me think of Murph. No, don't do it, Murph. Murph.
Gav, where are his glasses? He can't see without his glasses.
So if you could gender bend one more character, who would it be? I love the idea of Girl Ham.
Sazed,
Yep.
Salma Hayek.
Ooh, that's lovely.
We know she's got spunk to her.
Mhm.
It
And
might have
she's
been
ageless.
25 years ago, but when
She still looks amazing.
she's yeah.
I love changing Sazed to be a female character. Don't know that it's Selma Hayek.
Oh, it does. He does have to be a eunuch for the whole wordplay to make sense of who the hero of ages is.
Yeah. I wonder, I think that'd probably be a hard one to do because I think a lot of Sazed's growth in the story revolves around Tyndall and how he as a eunuch, loving her, and with the breeding programs, it's literally not possible for him, and he is tied to that fate of even if you wanted a family, you couldn't really have it. Not that there's not a way to do that. I think that would be a really challenging swap.
I could see them doing Spook.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that'd be cool. Spook still has a crush on Vin. Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I'm gonna go back to clubs. Meryl Streep.
Go. Love it.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Meryl Streep, Devil Wears Prada era.
Dude.
Yes.
God,
I love me some Streep. Fuck.
That would be really fucking good. I like that one a lot.
I love Streep.
Dude, who doesn't?
I get teased for how strong of a crush I have on Streep.
Fuck, we covered a lot of ground. This is
a
long goddamn
long
episode.
episode.
Okay, any final notes before we sign off here? Any other castings that popped up while we're talking about? Any other characters that you had prepared that you want to share real quick?
Nothing that I had prepared.
Well, we have our fan castings. I think we've had a lot of good discussions. I can't wait to hear more about what's going to happen. I don't know when we're going to get news, but the fact that the script's being worked on and the screenplay's being so quickly developed.
And with Brandon so much at the helm, if not physically pulling the wheel, but at least saying what the heading is.
Right.
Turning that wheel of time.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think he should go back and have them redo Wheel of Time, and then he can show run that too, and they can just start over. They can just start over.
Hey, a lot of people did not like how he finished Wheel of Time.
I mean, tonally, Robert Jordan has such a unique voice, and Sanderson has similarities. I've read a little more than half of Wheel of Time. I'll love me some Robert Jordan. They're very different.
They're very different.
Not so extreme, and this is a whole nother conversation.
It's a whole other thing.
We'll
do it another day. Subscribe.
Yeah. We'll talk about Wheel of Time another time.
Yeah, my clams are getting oily. Okay? They're getting rusted over here.
My hands are so gross right now.
I don't want to get clammy on the book. You know what I mean?
Grabs book.
Okay, so with that, we can finally say that we've wrapped up this episode after probably 2.5 hours or whatever it's been. So with that, I've been Tony.
I've been Goodval.
And I'm Mike.
Thank you for watching. AWROPE will remember our podcast eventually.
AWROPE
for short.